Right now to the coronavirus here in Connecticut, the daily positivity rate has dropped now below 3%.
And that is the lowest level we have seen in more than 3 months. And now the push to reopen the state is gaining momentum.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell is joining us right now. He is live in Wethersfield. And Matthew, the governor is considering this.
Yes, Mark and Aaron, he is, and that's because New York is doing it. They're going to be expanding their indoor event spaces, and if Connecticut did the same, it would really do wonders for places like the Webb Barn. They do roughly 40 to 60 weddings each year, but last year they did 4.
I have a lot of couples contacting me and wanting to know what's going to happen as far out as September.
And right now, Katie Sullivan from the Webb Barn in Old Wethersfield just doesn't have the answers for these anxious couples.
Weddings don't get talked about a lot. They talk about other things.
Tonight, weddings and other indoor events are taking center stage. That's because on March 15th, New York will reopen indoor venues like wedding spaces to 50% capacity with a max of 150 people. This barn has a capacity of 135.
People would be able to have the full wedding that they had originally hoped for when they booked.
Today, we asked Governor Lamont if he'd consider flicking that switch, which would immediately bring many places like the Webb Barn back to pre-pandemic life.
These are the type of things we are going to consider. We just figured, we just had Super Bowl. We're watching the variants. It's been, a week or two. I think early next week we'll be in a position to make some clear direction on that.
Until then, couples and their venues, which struggled to drum up business during the pandemic, will be waiting and hoping that the positive trends we're seeing with the virus will translate into their version of the Connecticut comeback.
If we could have our season, we would be thrilled.
Now, the Webb Barn has roughly 30 weddings scheduled for this year, so they're down a little bit compared to previous years, but a lot better than last year. And this is a nonprofit. They really rely on their wedding business to fund the educational mission of this museum that sits right here on Main Street. Matthew Campbell, Channel 13 News.